Good evening, folks. It's 1:13 a.m. on this, I think it's the 14th day of September 2022. And I think it definitely is. Now I know it is. Right, I'm talking a little low because some people's sleeping and, well, my voice is about gone. So let's have a look at the very, very heavy storms headed over Adelaide. And they're definitely geostorms, man made, geoengineered. Right? If you watch my video from, I think it was yesterday or earlier, I did about the difference between cloud seeding and geoengineering, and showed the definition. So a few of these key storm people might want to watch that because I think they're getting the definitions wrong. And well, nothing like information to help sort out the ignoring of things, otherwise known as ignorance. Yep, don't ignore, or you are being, by definition, ignorant. And then when you learn something, you're no longer ignoring it. Or you don't even have to agree with it. You didn't ignore it. Right? Right. You don't have to agree with it, but you would no longer be ignorant. But it's a definition, is a definition, is a fact. I didn't invent it. So, right, Adelaide, as I told you a few days ago, you was going to cop it, right? Because you got these mountains up here loaded with gold. Yeah, the burn line that runs across up through here. There's golden in your hills. There are. Imagine you've been seeing some really crazy flight paths. Actually, I've been hearing about them. So please look at your mineral maps before you say, "Hey, Rob, what's this?" No, I don't think it was spraying weird super duper chemtrail lines. I'm going to say that because those things are too low in the atmosphere to do that. When the chem bombs are up here, way up above it, way high, way up. Not where you're seeing those Cessnas or even Learjets, because these are higher than that in most cases. Like that bomb there with the caress and all these little boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 square. Boom, 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 square. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like Beavis. Now, what's up with that? We got a radar near here. Could it possibly be on? Could they have gone bzzz and getting fried? They were. Suddenly the microwave is on. That's definitely a microwave signature. There's no doubt in my mind. I've seen them before. I've seen them before, and I never want to see them again. Yeah, that'll be Alice, because there's Birdsville again in the fry zone. Would you like some fries with that? No, thank you. How about your weather today? You want fries? Well, there's definitely going to be some fries involved here over the growler in Dublin, the other Dublin. Dublin's bubbling. Get your balaclavas out. The geoengineers got the balaclavas out, sneaking around over the top of your house, booming and blooming. The king's coat. You can get a new coat now, any kind he wants. I wonder what the new fashions are going to be. Everybody's squandering all that and squandering and wandering, squandering their time when they should be looking up at this huge line of storms that's impacting Adelaide today, and that's going to cause some flash floods. Absolutely, absolutely will. There's not a doubt in my mind. So who's getting the heaviest bands? Here. So whatever drains in from this direction is going to be the hit. So you guys know where it drains. What it looks like over here is a key zone. Hey, but you can invest a lot of sterling in sterling. Where do they want the railroad hub? That's always, oh yeah, right there. Maybe sterling. I may have called this one. Well, we'll see. I don't really know where your runoff is. Does it go this way? Does it go that? It can go here. It can go there. Booming over here. Pluming over there. So let's see what's going on. Oh, it's well whited out. It's going to be, it's going to take our, people that follow this a long time, you get to see how white these dots are. And if you get your real big telly and put it on here, you'll see it. It's undeniable. Boom, 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 boom. What's that? The cat paw. And another cat's paw. Boom, 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 boom. See, this isn't just one storm. Just look at all these nuclei right here. And here and here. We'll get them moving. And I'll continue showing you your rumblers, because you kind of got a basic path I gave you, right? Because the fun's getting ready to happen over this way. This is going to spin up and about, and it's going to kick off some storms. Yeah, it's a funny line, isn't it? See, it went in a curve the whole time, never straightened out. Booming and a pluming is their names. Dr. Keith should go to hell just the same. He should, man. He's got to propose this. Dr. Keith. Harvard again. Harvard University controlling the world, poison in the air. One university seems to have this link to this programs and so many other ones. That I would like to use different words, but I can't come up with another word other than nefarious programs of various kinds. Various nefariousnesses. Boom, boom here. Look, centerpiece and do boom. I gotta touch the BST again. Touch it. This is Mother Earth. Don't touch it. Stop booming. There's whales under here. Stop it. The poor starfish. Stop it. The seahorse says no. The seahorse definitely don't want your cotton bud swabs to cling to. That's one of the most heart-wrenching pictures I could ever see. Gee, thank you, Johnson & Johnson. What an addition to the world you made for the beauty of it all. Hey, have a glyphosate cotton tip something. God only knows what's been in those buds all those years they've been swabbing y'all with. Complaining finally over a COVID one. People was crying. Pap smear, anyone? 1, 2, boom, boom, plume. But really, does anybody check those things? I don't trust nothing no more. Sorry if some of my listeners don't like hearing it, but I don't like having to say it so factually that I have concerns. And that's a fact. Remember, I don't have a medical degree, right? I have the same medical degree as Bill Gates does, but not enough money so you would think I have validity and knowledge. Money don't make you have knowledge. Money makes you know how to make money. Well, can we agree to that? See, I'm pointing at this plume that's turning into a flower of death. Something's swirling around and it's popped off another 3. It's big enough to be a TRB, too. Look. Hazing in a ring. Right there. And gone. Whew. That's a heck of a craft. I'm so used to following that crap, you can believe it or not. It does either way. Something booming, something pluming, and your weather is looming, and it's bad over here because of the plumings over this direction here as they head toward the... Well, today is Tuesday. You know what that means. It's going to be a special guest. Used to be a show that used to say that. I got the Ganda Windy. Double. Da-da-ba-da-bo. I'm reading the cam. Give me a minute. Big square here. Flower death. Spreads off E. Comes in on the low deck. This comes over. Triggers the lightning. Okay, got it. Watch this. Okay, Jeffrey. Get your notepad out. Here you go. Right, this chem's going to disperse over the area, and the line of this stuff coming through is going to hem it up. The electrical potential between the two is going to scatter out storms and moisture all across this entire area over the next 36 hours. This will subside a bit. Then this around here will spin off a second load, will kick up and around. Vortex forms because this was coming down coast. Watch. I'll spin it fast for you. Faster. Oh, come on, give me faster. What am I in a magnification? Yes, those things sometimes give you it then. They'll give me faster now. Right. This direction is heat. Warmer. Got a low kicking in here. Got something bombing and reacting over Lord Howe Island where there's known devices that can heat the atmosphere and do other weather experiments. And it's known that they do stuff there. The Bureau of Morons or Meteorology, whichever you want to call it. I mean, if you get the forecast right, I might take the morons off. You know, we admit that cloud seeding and cloud geoengineering it's two different things. Come on, BOM. Quit trashing my name. You owe me an apology, all y'all. Yeah, in the press, because you got it wrong, and it's never what I said. Roll tape. I have copies of it. Should I come here and sue him? Is that a good reason to be allowed in? See, that's a great place to have a honeymoon one day, right here. I want to go see the whales. I want to come right over here, and I want to give one of them a great big kiss. Why? Because why not? That's a good bucket list. How come that cloud's just staying there? It's just there, underneath, below deck, not going anywhere. Everything's streaming away, floating down south, going all across, and this is here. Why? Why? What's going on? Should we have a look? Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely we see some activity going on here. So I'm going to, again, do the zoom bit because that seemed to work pretty good, actually, up at 25. So we'll do that. Right, we got a bomb that went off here. See the circle? With a fan pointing right at it. A ray of boom, boom. It easily looked like something could have lobbed up. You know, you go long, I'll throw you to pass. Kind of a deployment looking thing. Or a platform where drone swarms can land and easily operate from. Because the more I'm looking into things, the more that's seeming to be an Occam's razor kind of explanation. It's very logical, given the tech. And they don't need no oxygen and stuff inside a drone, small thing, for the breathing people. And then there's nobody there with a switch, and there's plausible deniability, and nobody knows what's going on. And even the computer itself can buy, own, operate, and do these things by just an order being printed out. A D-Wave computer can control this. I'm serious. Yeah, feel the silence in your own self come on that one? Did the penny drop? Did the boom and the plume finally get into the room and call it between your ears? Geez, that's about as blatant one as you could see. We're just going to kind of arrow that one out. Because I'm going to have a little play with the lookings on that later. That's just a very interesting deployment. And then it boom. It did something else. Then suddenly, full nucleation deployment of payload. Payload deployed. Shotgun collected. Shotgun collected. And this thing's just a sitting there too. I was watching this too. And giving it some thoughts. And thinking, that's a chemtrail. It's flying in this direction. And that's why that's thicker. And you could just start seeing them, because I was giving it a good look earlier. But it does something odd. Chem goes away and comes back. Or is that just a second line? It was doing something really odd. Now that I got it up on this mag, it's a much easier to see. That's chemtrail. Yeah, something flew over in this flight path. Now, why would you be wanting to fly through all that turbulence? That's not healthy for the people on the airlines. The people that have been seeing out the front window all those years might find that rather unhealthy. And maybe not live long lives like they should and deserve to. So the monitoring of cabin air independently done without announcing in advance that it's going on not only should be allowed but encouraged. Because we should look after our cabin crew. Because they look after us. Don't forget to say hello to them when you come in. Don't be rude. Not just because they give you extra peanuts either. Just because too many people to them are rude. Only be the one. Look at the bomb plume here. Boom, boom, ain't it great to go crazy. This is the world of sane. Welcome to sane. Where if you don't do what they say outside the door is normal, you are considered insane. But by definition, you go outside the door of your house, you are in a place called sane. So you are insane to be insane. And if you don't do what they say insane, you're still insane, but they call you insane. That seems to be an insane idea. Boom, did you see it? Boom, do you see it? See it? Circle, boom. Circle, boom, boom, boom. Circle, boom, circle, boom. Chaka, laka, baka, boom. Chaka, chaka. The triangle appears again. The TRB is active. They use ionized cloaking. I have to go into that with y'all one of these times. Would you find that interesting? Then look it up, Buttercup. That'll be my new one. That'll do your homework. Look it up, Buttercup. Then suck it up, because you'll know some of the stuff I do. That's a bomb. Chem bomb. They came and then they took away your skies. And then Brisbane copped it on demonstration day. The floods arrived. Now, you're going to have some very heavy rains through in here. And they're saying like there's going to be a dip, not telling the northern rivers that I am not believing. Just this one dip in the weather means you ain't going to get it. I'm not agreeing all with what they're saying with the forecast, and you guys better prepare. I'm not talking like what happened before when the, oh God, I don't even, terribleness has happened. I have trouble even talking if I think about it too much. I think the government owes an honest death toll for the people that died. Look at that bomb going off and following here. This is a chemical attack on the old Outback. This ain't the Outback Steakhouse. This is the Outback Fry-Up. Bzz, boom. Bzz, boom. Missing the best fireworks show in town. And you know what? It does show up on infrared binoculars and stuff. So has anybody out there got a really good pair with camera on it and stuff? I challenge you to look at one of these. But these are 20 minutes behind an image. So you're going to have to be see it and then go inside. And you got about 10 minutes or 20 minutes later, you'll have it up on your screen. So you got some homework I would like you to do. Because we got to prove things to ourselves. Right? I've already proven this to myself, but there's some people out there that would like to prove it to their neighbors. And somebody pointed out that they were seeing stuff with theirs, and that was a very good observation. So I'm going to suggest it. Wow, look at that bomb go off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Line of 1, 2, 3 here, making a boom, boom there. It almost looks like if you made a little small accelerator and then you ran it in there. You know, like if it was a blueprint for an accelerator, that would work. And then they blurring it, and then they booming it, and then they pluming it, and then it's falling out, and then you're breathing it, and they're doing some more, and it's falling out, and you're breathing it. Sieg Heil, man, look up. The goose step is one thing. The gas chamber, self-nucleated, looking like beef is staying in place over your country? Oh, come on. What a bunch of fart knockers. And that cloud don't go nowhere. Everything else is moving. It's just staying still. You're getting fried, getting fried, getting fried. That's an EMF cloud. That is as microwave planet as you could get. And look what's coming. Streaming in the moisture from the tropics, getting ready to hit this 200-mile-an-hour belt across the country. You want to talk about an expressway that doesn't have no customs for that. Straight on in. Don't even know what's in that. What you farted over here at dinner time was over here a couple days later. So if you was on holiday over there eating a curry and you farted on your balcony, you might be breathing it again today. So if they smell sulfur in the air, I guess, yeah, that's what they should blame today instead of all these chem bombs I was showing you. I was showing you. You want to see the microwaves? Look at this beam. Watch this beam. Right through. Let's see, what are we going to. Right through here, you see a light nucleation. You see one here, you see a square through here, you see a V come up through here. So you have intersections of the beams here through the trough where the heavier rain then will be. Outflows this way. Another swath of heavy rain will have to be here. They've hit the tropics, by the way. This has changed direction from this morning and the tendrils dropped. See it? Now, if they do a traditional fold, this comes up and in, but it comes out here first. The fold up here has happened, so the earthquake whisk through here is extremely high. They've already hit a big one, 7 point something. I picked up on a feed that I use. I get notifications. So it's been in low pressure over here in Indonesia. And this is important for the weather in Australia in the coming week. You do have a huge batch of something under Africa coming, and it's very serious. It's more serious than this, and this was categorized as a Category 1 cyclone. Yep, so that's how it should read. So you got a beam in here, so that'll tend to deflect and fold. Slows it down a little bit, which backs up the moisture. It curves it in like a curve ball. When you put a little pressure on one side of something, the other side rolls over the top. Same thing's going to happen here. This is going to back up, heated it up, right? So part of it will turn. But because it's below the equator, the turn will be less. As you come down, the effect of the pressure differential and how it affects the rotation is much more pronounced. Coriolis effect. And this is it in observation. And you'll observe that effect as you move through the different degrees of this map. Yeah, it's a big pop. It's square right there. You got a ship out here. That's definitely a ship. You never seen the Chinese spy ships that float about out here? Look at these. Look at this. Chinese spy ships. You'll see these big boys. And they got big, this is the one. I've seen this many times. It's out there and it operates in those waters. It's often seen in Fiji. It's been seen in Auckland. It's been seen in Sydney. And I've seen 3 of them in pictures in one location. So I know they have 3 different ones. And one of them has one less of this unless it's been refitted since. They're equipped now with the upgraded ones actually got lasers out here and on this end here as well. They've changed what they've been fitted with. And these are big poppers. Oh, you guys point at that at the what is it called? The SBX-1 sea-based radar. A lot of people show this a lot. This big floating thing. That's a laugh. That's an actual laugh compared to this. Because those things move pretty quick. And when you get 3 of those together, you could cover many degrees of longitude and latitude. You can make a big array. And they can all tune together as one. And that's how they operate many times when they make big beams. They can be over vast ocean areas. And they can time their pulses very well. And they can emit many different layers of the atmosphere. And with the additions of the lasers, which also can modify the weather. It's one of those ball games that makes you go, huh, well, I needed to know that they could throw that knuckleball at me. Like, if that was aimed at you, how would you feel? Well, what does the ocean life feel? Do we ask it? Well, maybe if you asked it, it would communicate to your mind. You'd get an idea. Or maybe ask yourself how you would feel first if that was aimed at you. How would you feel? And that's in Sri Lanka. That's very easy to get to y'all. I could point at Darwin quickly. Bzzz. Feel agitated a bit there. Big old blasters there. This one's pointed up. This one's east. This one's west. And when they use this thing, we all feel like we've gone over the cuckoo's nest. And the fact he would use this to modify the weather, and I've seen evidence of it using this. through the years. What a shame. How do you feel when that's pointing at you? Well, I don't want you to feel that. That's what the whales are feeling right now when we blast them with these great big beams going out over the open oceans of the world. And there's evidence of one here off the coast of Newcastle. See that curve right there? See the matching curves in here? Bzzz. Nazi sign right there. Look at the pixels. And I'm pointing at it. I'm not making that up. It is. And I'm pointing at it. And it's not cool. Do you not see that with your eyes? Do you see that geostorms are not only possible, but they're going to impact you this week? And that's not cool at all. And they're booming and they're pluming. And they're pluming and scheming and plotting and scamming. And they're flooding out localized areas of parts of towns that they want because they can pinpoint you with weather warfare, as I have shown many times. We've got something operating out here. Now, it could just be some upper level chem. That doesn't look like a pulse. That does. See the difference in the rings? So who's responsible? Yeah, that's a pulse. That's a really nasty line. I'm going to go back and look at this. This could become tornadic. I'm not liking this at all. I wonder if it's going to let me use the radar where it gives me the Doppler so I can actually help you guys. So bad when they hide data. Come on, give me the Doppler. Damn it. Maybe the other one. Come on, Buckland Park. Yes. Good. Alright, let's read this. Yeah, that's bad. See these trails in here where you're getting anomalies with what everything in this direction should be moving away from the radar. This is not good actually at all. Alright, coming through here, that's gonna spin off. Alright, if then you're in the line of this coming here, I'd be watching out for this. That's not lightning either. I have that turned off. Alright. I'll refresh this a minute. Goes to a different map. Alright, we got a bad situation going on there. High clouds feeding front. Radar rays pointing through here. Come on, move. I want to move it, move it. Come on. Behave. Well, isn't that fun to look at? Yeah, that's blowing up into a very dangerous storm. Oh, gee, isn't that a nice clear image? Come on, BOM, you can do better than this. People's lives at stake and it's taking them this long to figure out what they need to do. That whole cell's rotating as one. This whole thing's moving. Look. All flat on one top being... The nudge move is here. Square press in this direction against a flat bar there causes this to come around. And as this comes in and clobbers and nudge here, this is where the tornadic activity is most likely to develop. Along this line here. Yeah, definitely gonna be some hail and shit. You guys are in for it. Whammo! And then it's coming your way. Canberra, can you bear it? And then, well, even the higher elevations could see if you have some flurries and high winds and all that wonderfulness that comes with that, because geostorms demand that kind of attention. Because, hey, got a lot of electric cars they bought that nobody's bought. So if you don't have a petrol one, if we change the laws, you'll buy them. Yeah, that's it, and we'll give you a tax break. Yeah, and then you'll only have to pay 20,000 for part of your car, and when it needs a new battery, we got you then. Johnny Cab, anybody? No permission to ride today, sir. Huh? You got mad at somebody at work. Walk home and think about it. Huh? You slammed door. Huh? You smiled when something funny happened. Huh? You had an original thought. Huh? Get my point? You better start thinking for yourselves. I mean, we've been turned on the bat signal for years, and I think Batman has died in Wuhan. So we're going to have to take care of this ourselves. Because that green stuff will look like kryptonite, so we can't call Superman either. And Superman, well, that does that to us. When we see them all the time with with that tan line of shame walking around. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Even on the ZIR, this is showing us. This is going to be high up. And not as cold as this. This is temperatures. Right? This is temperature. Temperature often indicates altitude. Hey, why is that going the wrong direction down there? And then turning into the flower of death. Look. I'm going backwards. So know that. But it was going the opposite of the other. See, it's headed this way. Well, that's headed that way. That means it's being propelled under propulsion. Huh? That's an obvious. Come on, just obvious deductions. Come on, use your brains. I'm not making a wild claim to say that's going in the other direction as the other. If you say that's not doing that, what are you getting paid to say that? Look at that. Boom, 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 go to plumes. And well, with that said, I'll take one look and bless my whales and my waters. We'll call the Bubby whales home. And this is the welcoming fireworks that they get. It's not cool. Not cool at all. Welcome to Harvey Bay. Welcome to Fraser Island. Boom, boom, boom. Have it, have it, have it. Breathe it, breathe it, breathe it, breathe it. And I've had enough of showing this tonight. I don't know what else to say.